Hey guys, it's Kaylee. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do some more TXT. We're gonna do Devil by the Window, the special performance video they did for it, plus the dance practice. I haven't heard this song yet because I am gonna be doing their whole album, like this whole album that they had this song on, probably sometime next week. So I haven't heard it yet, so I'm going in completely blind. But I am thinking it's gonna kind of have similar vibes to the Sugar Rush ride, but maybe like a little bit darker. The other performance video I really loved from them was Frost. Like that's one of my favorite songs from them so far. So I'm excited to see how this is. And then, like I said, we are gonna do the dance practice afterwards because I think they have a few lives from like a comeback show or something. So definitely let me know if you want me to do those after I listen to the album stuff too. I think they're on their channel, so I think they should be fine to be on YouTube. So just definitely let me know. But I'm pumped for this. I am so excited to see what kind of vibe this has, and then eventually listen to the whole album. So yeah, we're gonna get right to this. So let's go. Ooh. That is such a cool visual. These outfits already. Okay. Okay, sorry, we're going back. The sound of this, I am loving the like subtle effect they have on their voices too, mixed with that like low, more kind of bassy sound. It reminds me of Billie Eilish's Bad Guy, like that kind of bass sound that they're using. It is so good. And like how Human Guy just started it off reminds me so much of how they like part of the choreo they did for Frost too, which is so cool. These outfits, man. I always love how they have the breakout choreo. Okay, let me just say, what did I just watch? I did the It's Live performance of Sugar Rush Ride on Patreon, and I have come to realize I love Bonky's voice. His tone specifically, like, do you see this? Like, what? But his voice specifically, like, I love Taehyun's voice too, like his tone and everything, but Bonky really stood out a lot in the live especially. This beat, how I just switched up into like a very smooth R&B vibe. That is so good. Ooh, those backing vocals too. Okay, I'm just like listening to the song right now, not even paying attention to the performance, but it's because I haven't heard the song yet. I am loving how this sounds. I can't wait to like get to the actual album so I can like look at the lyrics and all that stuff too and like actually pick apart the song. But the switch ups, it reminds me so much of kind of what they did with Sugar Rush Ride, but more in that like that darker element too. But the switch ups are like so good. I love those vocals in the back. Ooh, those hits. I really love when Huey and Kai is in the center, especially during choreo.
what is fake in my reality. I see the way is what you want me. Oh, stay, you can stay when you're tempted to leave. Oh, what you doing? Here goes some trendy. Oh, I don't know.
I love that. It's so good.
You can stay when you're tempted to leave.
I love how he's controlling them.
Oh, what you doing? Here goes some trendy. Oh, I don't know. Come out of play. Creeps the sky is way too sweet.
Stupid. That switch up is probably one of my favorite switch ups in all the songs that I've heard from them. This, like, how they're in this more fast paced, like, lower bass sound and everything, and then it splits into that. And you get those harmonies. And then you get those hi-hats and stuff in there too. Ooh. That effect's really nice. Ooh, what does this sound like? Ooh, that's okay. I don't know how some people are gonna take this. I love I love the song. It reminds me very much of like early 2000s, like, oh my god, what is the group? Like 303, like that kind of sound. Like, it's so good, like that just effect that they have on their voice is very similar to that. Ooh, I love that. How everyone was turned around, but Bambi was face forward. I love how you get that consistent, like, harder bass and everything, but you get kind of like that more beatboxy kind of rhythm and everything over it, which is such a nice mix. And then those voices are so smooth over it. Yeah, this choreo, the vocals. First, the choreo reminds me so much of the Frost performance video, which I love that they made like those connections and stuff. But just everyone's vocal work over this, the harmonies, and just like how everybody is like standing out a lot. Ooh, I love that spacey vibe. Ooh. Those harmonies are so beautiful. I love their formation choreo. I love how distant their voices are. Oh, I thought I was gonna come back in for one more. Okay, that was freaking great. Like I said, that was the first time I heard the song in general, so I feel like I wasn't paying attention to the performance as much as I should have. But they absolutely killed it. TXT is one of those groups that is so good with formation choreo, especially, and very interactive choreo, and that's one of my favorite things about them, especially. But that song, the switch up in that, especially during that chorus bit and like the pre-chorus bit with Bangyu, and I think Subin did a lot of it too, was so good. Like that slowed down. I love that switch up so much, and it definitely gave me elements of the Sugar Rush ride, but in more of like a smoother kind of like lo-fi electric mixed with like kind of R&B and stuff, and it was so good. I am so pumped to listen to the rest of this album. I think there's only like 5 or 6 songs on it, besides like including Sugar Rush Ride and Devil by the Window. So I am so excited to get to that. I'm definitely gonna be listening to that this weekend and like getting it up next week. So I am pumped for that. Like I said, I did see that they have a few performances, like a comeback show, I think, with a few of the songs on this album, and I think a couple other ones. So I definitely want to check those out, because I would love to see a full like live performance of this song specifically too. But I just love the song. Like, that is totally my style. I love the bass, especially in that. But I am going to get into the dance practice now, which I'm so pumped for, because the choreo, especially during that, was so good. And just like I said, I love the way that they play with formations, especially, and really kind of like encapsulate like those feelings throughout it. And I love when they split off during choreo, when the group is doing their own formation choreo, but like one member is kind of doing their own part separately. Like Subin was doing a lot too. But I am so pumped. We're gonna get right into this, so let's go. Oh, and also last time for the last video and stuff, I mentioned how Hyunkai and Subin were like, they look so tall. And you guys told me that literally all of them are like wicked tall. And I think they're like, at least Subin and Hyunkai are like 6 foot or 6'1". I'm older than them, and they're like a foot taller than I am. I'm like, what the hell is that? See, like, especially this, they're so good with those hard hits, and then I love how Subin splits off and everybody else is doing that next to him. And like the joining back in is just so smooth. Yunjin with those like smoother moves is so nice. Ooh, I love how they move to that. Those like sharp movements, man. It is so good. I love how many sharp movements they have in this too, especially when like they're pointing back and forth and like kind of like doing that controlling move over each other. Especially that, like how they go down with that. I love Yeonjun's lower tone too. I love how he's copying the rhythm of the bass and everything, but it's offset with it. Just like, it's so good. They move so good together. I love how much they play with that. Like with the one member facing the opposite way or separated from them. And just like that rebel right there. I love the way that they move in and out of each other too. Like so smooth. That is so good. I love the shoulder movements. That is so good. I love how they do this a lot too. They do like the floor choreo like that. I think they do it in a couple of them, but Good Boy Gone Bad they do it, I think. That connection, just like how each one of them just gets in their position so effortlessly like that. They always have like such good movement within everybody. It gets you too, because you think that last little like, bit chorus is gonna come in. They're so good, man. Yeah, after hearing that a second time, like, I can't wait to listen to the whole album, like, as a whole, like, with every track together and everything, like, how they're listed, and not pausing as much, like, because I'm focused on, like, choreo and all that stuff, too, because that song was so good, and just, like I said before, I haven't deep dove into TXT a lot. I've definitely heard a good, I don't want to say a good amount of their songs, because there's definitely a good amount that I haven't listened to, but I've heard a few songs and like music videos and I think 1 or 2 albums and stuff. So I have heard some of their stuff, and this is one of my favorite TXT songs that I've heard so far. So which I always tend to love B-sides, like, not that I don't love like title tracks and music videos and stuff, but I always tend to gravitate more towards groups, like in general, their B-sides and everything. So I'm just so excited to listen to that full album all together. So I will be doing that. But this song specifically, the switch up is one of my favorites. Like, I love that. And just like that heavy instrumental, but the effect that they also have on their voices were so good. So I can't wait to like actually read the lyrics and like all that stuff too. But the choreo, I feel like I've said it so many times in this, but I love when specifically they do like formation choreo, and like they have so much movement throughout each member, and they have so much like connecting movements throughout each other, and it just makes for so like good and such pleasing choreo, especially to songs like this with those sharp movements. But they also always incorporate those very flowy movements, especially with like Youngjun and Taehyun. But Huening too is great with those sharp movements. I love when he's in the center, I've noticed a lot, and it's just so good. But I'm so excited. Like I said, I want to check out those comeback show performances and then also do the album and everything. But that performance video, I feel like they always do great with those. Like, Frost is probably my favorite TXT song that I've heard so far, just from what I have heard. And that performance video for that was kind of similar, like in that darkness element. And I really like that. And I feel like that's why I love like those songs from TXT, is that they're a little bit darker. But I am so excited to listen to this new album and everything and check out more from them in general. So definitely let me know if there's certain things that you guys want to see. Like I said, I did watch the Sugar Rush Ride performance they did on the It's Live channel over on Patreon if you guys want to watch that. But yeah, just let me know if you guys want me to keep doing TXT and what things you want me to look at, listen, watch, anything from them. There's definitely some things that I have already seen, like music video wise and stuff like that. So I will let you know if I've already seen it or anything. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching with me and everything, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.